Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini Metropolis of Barney, Iowa. It's a really windy day out there today. Cold, windy day, but look at what we got inside here today. Can't take it for a ride, but check this hot rod out. This is a Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 in celestial blue, and it is an absolutely gorgeous bike. I'd like to tell you that this is probably my favorite color of these Super Meteors, but they're all so good looking, you know. This one's had some add-ons done to it, and we'll go through that here in a minute. So what is this bike? Well, this is kind of a cruiser, just a real good looking all-around general bike. I do own one. I have a black one that I've added bags to, and I put a windshield on it, and I use it for touring. I call it my long distance bike. It's the bike I use when I want to go 4, 5, 6, 700 miles in a day. I got it a couple months ago. I've got about 5,100 miles on it already. Just a fabulous riding bike. I did some add-ons to mine. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But the big thing about this one in particular is the striking paint. This one has this comfort seat that comes stock, has this backrest on it, and it also comes with this windshield from the factory. And that windshield, by the way, works very well. I wear that with my HJC I-90 helmet, and I just have absolutely no buffeting. It's a beautiful thing. So what is the bike? It's a 648cc parallel twin, air-cooled, oil-cooled, single overhead cam, 4-valve per cylinder, puts out about 47 horsepower, 38 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 52 newton meters. Really a good-looking engine, isn't it? Look at that cover on the side there. Has a 6-speed transmission, and if you watch my channel, you know what I want to tell you next. It's one of the best 6-speed engine transmission combinations out there. It's just a fabulous engine and transmission combination. Front disc is a 320 millimeter disc with dual piston vibries. On the rear, we've got a 300 millimeter disc. Isn't that just humongous? With dual piston vibries as well. Excellent brakes on these bikes. I love the brakes on mine. I recently drove the Shotgun, which is close to this, has the same brake system. Fabulous brakes. Another thing I'd like to point out, 43 millimeter inverted forks. I think it's 4.7 inches of travel. That is about 120 millimeters, but check that out. It's just sculpted, you know, beautiful. Looks like it goes from narrow to wide, back to narrow. Just look at all these cast pieces. Just every little LED headlight, little cover here to protect it. Just everything is just gorgeous. Metal fender on these wonderful mag wheels, which means you have tubeless tires front and rear. Jumping to the back, dual shock system with about 4 inches of travel, about 101 millimeters. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that whole back end. Isn't that amazing? You almost don't need a tail tidy. I left it like this on my bike. It's just very well done right from the factory, you know. Excellent job on their part. Wheelbase is about 59 inches. Look at that. That is 1,499 millimeters. That's what makes it such a great road bike. The Interceptor, which we've got some over there, that's got about a 55.1 inch wheelbase. It's a little quicker handling. Actually, it's quite a bit better handling, but it's not as stable in the highway. This is one of the benefits of the longer wheelbase. A little more comfortable, a little more highway oriented. Very nice. Another big thing with the comfort is the seat height. These have a 29.1 inch seat height, so very low seat height, very narrow. By the way, that's about 739 millimeters, but look at how narrow the bike is. So that's one of the big benefits of this bike. You know, that's about the same seat height as this regular 350 Meteor. Very fuel capacity. Royal Enfield calls it 4.1 gallons. I ran my Royal Enfield out of gas at a gas station of all places, and I got 3.92 gallons of fuel in there. That's about 14.8 liters. So that's what I'm going to call it as. That's my experience with this bike. Okay, so those are the numbers. This one has a couple of add-ons that are extra. The big thing I would point out are these crash bars, Royal Enfield branded crash bars, and these foot pegs. Now I have these on my bike and I just love them. They make a world of difference. They give you a lot more options as far as how to put your feet when riding. If you do a lot of long rides, which I do, that's really a nice add. I do like the way these look. I might put those on mine. I haven't gone there yet. Other things are these mirrors. They've got these really nifty Royal Enfield mirrors. When I first got my Royal Enfield, I always thought the mirrors were just fine. I started doing the long rides, and what I found is I was seeing too much shoulder. And these mirrors are adjustable in a way that might get them out a little farther. I have not owned a bike with these mirrors, but I'd like to, and maybe I will soon. This windshield comes stock on this model, and I did add this to my bike. It did not come stock on mine. Like I said earlier, it works very well. It does an excellent job. Great for traveling. And while we're here, these levers. I love these levers. They've got a nice dog leg through here. They're wide through right here where you grab the most. They're slim this way. They've got a nice radius here, and they work really well with these Amal style levers. Beautiful, beautifully done. You know what? Let's just kind of check this out while we're up here. Information button, flash to pass, low beam, high beam, blinkers, horn. On this side, kill switch, run switch, rocker start switch, hazard lights, fuel, brake lever, same lever. And by the way, these are adjustable for throw. You can adjust the distance from here to here on both the brake and the clutch. Jumping over here to the oculus, as I call it, reminds me of an eyeball. You've got an analog speedometer on the outside. Somebody like me appreciates that. On the inside, you've got a little LCD screen. It's not so little. It's got a digital fuel gauge on the top, an always visible gear indicator right here, an always visible clock, and then down here we've got a odometer. And using this information button, you got trip A and trip B. Below that, you've got an alternator light, neutral light, engine light, oil light. So this bike's got both an oil light and an alternator light. I like that a lot. Then over here to this side, you've got the trip meter, which works with your phone, gives you turn-by-turn directions. And by the way, notice the forks are Showa. Isn't that nifty? I love the way they've finished everything off right through here. I mean, look at all that detail. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, right down to the tank. Just lovely, lovely. And I love these badges. On this bike, this part here is gold. On my bike, it's silver. So there is a difference. But just, you know, look at that with the gorgeous paint. Just very well done. Just very well done. You know, RE right up here. Jumping down here to the touring seat. Different kinds of material. Countercolor stitching. The RE stitched in right there. The backrest from the factory. Beautiful, beautiful. Very well done bike. Just a very well done bike. I like it a lot. So, that's what a stock model looks like. Now, the reason I wanted to show you this bike today was, look at this. This is the same bike, same model. This one's gone through the Baxter Custom Works program, and just check that hot rod out. Different tank, special pipe. Look at those awesome tires. Bob Deere fender. Taillight. Just look at all the little details there. The mirrors, the handlebars are different. The front end is all different. It's just a real nifty machine. Bash guard on the bottom. The wide pegs. Special headlight. All kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies. Hey, if y'all are interested in a new or used Royal Enfield, like either one of these two, or many of these, Triumph, classic Bridger bike of any type, need parts, accessories, doodads, thingamajigs, clothings, gloves, boots, jackets, you name it. Look at this stuff. Hey, the Wahoo shirt right there. Need any of that stuff, get yourself over here to the Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. Now, if it's warmer where you're at than it is here, get out and ride, my friends. Life is good. Wahoo!